Hello, my lovelies. Happy Monday. Gemini Libra Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you in the next 7 days. What's happening? What's happening is I can't shuffle. Shocking, right? All right. Gemini Libra Aquarius. What is going on for you? Gemini, don't forget you also have a Gemini season message up. There will be a monthly message up for you guys, so check those out. All right, come home to your body. Have you been kind of floating off into the ethers? You may need to come back and ground. I feel like spending some time outside couldn't hurt right now. Maybe you need to get in touch with Mother Nature, take some deep breaths, kind of ground your energy, and know that you are fulfilled by love. So if you're not feeling fulfilled in life, something is missing, right? The element is typically love that's missing. Do you love what you do? Do you love the people in your life? Do you love the company that you keep? Do you love the life that you're building? If not, where do you need to make some changes and adjustments so you do? I trust the wisdom within. Your third eye could be waking up, being blown wide open. You might be getting a lot of intuitive hits or energetic downloads from spirit. So pay attention to the inklings that you get, the sudden, that's the answer I've been looking for, the sudden epiphany or aha moment. Pay attention to those things. It's going to be important. And Spirit needs you to know that you are not alone on your journey. So if you need help, if you need assistance, simply ask for what it is that you need. So be vocal about it. Be vocal about what you need. Sometimes we have to really dig deep and swallow our pride, and that's not always fun, but sometimes it's necessary for us to get to the next level that we want to be at. So the ego death is always necessary for us to really evolve and transform. What's going on in love? You might be stuck on the past. You could be stuck on a certain someone. Remember to make some new memories and learn from the past. It's going to be an important lesson unfolding. Yep. Growth, change, and transformation. The butterfly is telling you that it's time for you to evolve, just as I was saying. I love it when Spirit confirms with the cards. All right. So your relationship might be evolving to the next level. You're healing the inner child, and that brings some growth, right? Fulfilled by love. So I feel like love is going to be the theme for you. Photograph the camera. Maybe you're into photography. I do feel like there's somebody that might be looking at photos of you, or vice versa. You could be looking at their photos. You might be missing this person, so express that if you're able to do so. Let's say the person has passed on and you only have the photographs. Talk to their spirit. They can hear you, I promise you. So you might be needing to, again, look forward instead of backward and make some new memories. What else? The mask. Someone's not showing their true feelings. Watch out that you're not being gaslit by somebody, or that somebody's trying to hide how they actually feel, good or bad, because you could be welcoming in a soulmate. Interesting. So someone that you have a soul connection, partnership, agreement, or a soul contract could be entering your life. I'm a firm believer we have many soulmates in our lifetime, right? So some might be friends, family, lovers, friends, and even our pets, right? So we have lots of soulmates. I always tell people, don't get caught up in the titles like twin flames, soulmates, all that stuff. Are they your person? Is there a reason they're in your life? You know, of course, there's always a reason. The question is it good for you or not? All right. We start with the Queen of Wands. So something might be changing for you in a big way. I'm getting a strong sense that there's something to do with storm clouds or volcanic eruptions. And you look at this card, there's a volcano that's, erupting in the background there. I want to say in this card, in this deck, that's Pele. And she's like the goddess of fire or something. I'd have to double check and look that up. But this person is commanding a lot of attention. Spirit tells me they command a room pretty easily. I feel like there's... they're giving me so much all at once. I'm trying to process everything so I don't trip over my words. They're telling me there's an extra little sprinkle of magic on this person, and it's almost as if they just shine, or they sparkle, or they glow, right? And so everybody's kind of like, oh, what is that? Oh, who is that? So this person commands a lot of attention. She's also somebody who's very independent, very fiery, very driven, passionate, outspoken. And so there's this element of they're telling me do or die. I feel like you're kind of feeling, if I don't shoot my shot, I'm going to miss out. Remember that anything that's truly meant for you, you're never going to miss it. You might circle the block a few times till you're ready, but if it's for you, it's never going to pass you by. You do have some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming in. I feel like it's going to be love. You do some sort of victory, public recognition. They're telling me outstanding achievement award. That's interesting. So it might be for photography. Wow. Okay. There's the camera, the photography, the photograph. So I feel like there's something to do with photographs. Maybe it's an art exhibit. Maybe you submitted something and it's going to be published in a very public way. This is public recognition. The Six of Wands tells us you've struggled, you've fought really hard to get to this point, so it's well deserved. You've earned this spot, so take that public recognition. Remember that it is going to create quite a bit of change or upheaval in your life. Change is good, you know, like it doesn't have to be scary. The Tower is telling you that what doesn't serve you is exiting, so something better can come in. I feel like the arts, creative, passion projects, a passionate new encounter might be coming in. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You do have predominantly fire energy in your reading so far. We also have water sign with the Nine of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do feel like it's important that you follow your passions because something leads to a wish fulfillment. We have the Nine of Cups with the Star. Both of those indicate there's some sort of wish fulfillment coming in. For some of you, it's a balanced, healthy, loving relationship. Maybe that's center stage. Maybe there's, you know, maybe you're the photographer for weddings, things like that is coming to mind. But the Four of Wands tells us that we are in alignment, right? Things are balanced, they're reciprocal. The Four of Wands tells us that it's a stable situation, and that might be something you have yet to experience, but that is what's coming in. There could be an unexpected love offer, something that happens that will change your world. It could be a soulmate that's coming in. It could also be your divine counterpart, twin flame or otherwise. The Emperor tells us that we need to take some bold, strategic move, right, towards something that we want. Could be a person, could be something else. Primarily, it looks like your reading has to do with love and following your passions. So I feel like there's going to be some big changes. I do feel like it happens quickly. Forward progress, right? Momentum, things picking up speed, happening very quickly like lightning. But we have to let go of the old to get to the new. So death, a transformative energy, death and rebirth. You have the butterfly. It's also symbolic for change and transformation. So the question I would pose to you is, if someone from your past came back and you had someone from your current reality, who would you choose? Would you go backwards and go to the past, or would you let that be over with and go towards something that's better and stable? Because I feel like the something better and stable also helps financially. And it could be a twin flame, a soulmate, or a divine counterpart that's coming in. Someone who's nurturing, loving, trustworthy, and loyal. So you've got to cut out what doesn't serve in order to get there, right? So you might have to be a little bit cold when these past things resurface and kind of cut those things off, because you're due a victory and you also have a lot of abundance and love coming in. Choice is always yours. Choose wisely. Have a great week.